Hello guys, how are we doing? Welcome to Season 14. The time is now. Kha'Zix and Assassins are eating good, man. We have a lot of new stuff to play with, new items, new map changes, and my goodness, is it great. Now, I've played one game of Season 14, and it was a banger. I've run the new item, Profane Hydra, and it just hit different. Man, the active being back on the Hydra has given access to a beautiful returning Kha'Zix mechanic, which is using Hydra midair. Because of this, we got some very juicy kills, some double jumps, and this game I'm about to show you is just an absolute banger of a first game. Season 14 is looking really good for Kha'Zix, and I'm happy to say that I'll be posting a lot more videos on the new season with a bunch of different builds that I'm going to try out. I can't wait to show you this, so let's get going. Now, if you're new here, make sure you're subscribed because there's a lot of awesome Kha'Zix content coming your way. Make sure not to miss out on the new Season 14 stuff. Do me a favor and like the video as well, so that this video can have a strong start during Season 14. And I will also be streaming my games live at twitch.tv/TinjusX1, so come say hi if you want to chat and learn how to play Kha'Zix in the new season. Thank you guys. Without further ado, let's get into the game. Alright, welcome to Season 14 Kha'Zix. Oh my goodness. I am excited, guys. I'm excited. This is a game. This is a game and a half. This is exactly what I wanted from Season 14, and this game delivers on it. You will see. We are running the new items. Well, some of the new items. I think a lot of the Kha'Zix builds are still fairly similar or familiar. But yeah, I just can't wait to show you this one. I just played it. And I'm going to be trying to get out as much Season 14 stuff as possible and try out a bunch of new builds and stuff, and it's going to be great. But for this one, we're going with the Profane Hydra. This is what I wanted. So fucking good, man. I had so much fun with this, and it was just an awesome game to play. Yeah, just a great first game. Great start to the season for me, and can't wait. Let's go. Alright, so I'm versing a Fiddlesticks, and it's actually pretty obnoxious to play against this game, but we managed. I'm starting the red side here because I didn't really want to... I'm starting red buff because I didn't want to path into Udyr Cassante. It seemed just a little bit nasty and not really any point in doing that, so yeah, I decided to path down bot side and see if I can potentially get anything here, and I'm just going to go ahead and do my Gromp here. And I'm carefully watching bot. Turns out there's a fight starting. Jin, he's just doesn't manage to get the Morgana actually, but he burnt his flash and ghost. So I'm like, okay, I just will go the Gromp for a little bit, and I'm gonna wrap around here. Obviously the river's bigger here. There's a bigger river, so they can see you coming from the river much more easily. So I just wrap around so they can't see me coming. I know he has no sums, so I'm just gonna jump on him straight away. I think this was kind of a mistake, but yeah, it makes me have to flash for him. And then in turn we can't get the Nautilus. So there, I just need to hold my leap, and then we get both kills there, but yeah, it's kind of my bad. Anyway, I get cut off here by Fiddlesticks, who full clears from blue to bot side. I have my leap up. I'm just going to have to try and kill this guy, and he just walks way too close. And I may be actually able to get the second kill, but I do go down in the process, and that's fine. Anyway, a lot to talk about with items, so I'm gonna get started on that. So the first item we're getting is Profane Hydra. However, because of the build path and because of the power of Serrated Dirk, we still want to run the Serrated Dirk first, and you'll see why later on in a little bit. The Serrated Dirk is still the best first item you can possibly buy. It's 100 gold cheaper now, which means it's easier to access, which is fantastic. And you're also going to be able to still get those usual stats that you normally get from it. The stats of it haven't changed. It's still 10 lethality, it's still 25 AD, and that's the power spike you need in the early game to, you know, be kind of useful. The other alternative, which I don't really like, is just rushing Brutalizer into Profane Hydra, because that's what the Hydra builds out of. It builds out of Brutalizer, not Dirk. So you can do that, but because that builds out a pickaxe, and you know, it's just a much weirder build path. It's also more expensive, so yeah, getting the Dirk early with the longswords is extremely good. But yeah, I'm going to finish off my Gromp, and then I actually noticed a gank opportunity here, so I'm going to run up here. Apparently Cassandra has no ghost, so again, I'm just going to use my leap straight away, and that's an easy kill. No isolation needed. I'm going to start stacking up my DH2. This is great. And notice this, right? I actually completely forgot about these, but there are void grubs on the map in the early game. And turns out Fiddlesticks was on them. I'm going to try and get this crab though. I managed to get it successfully. But yeah, I just totally forgot about those void grubs. And when you kill them, you get a like a buff against towers or structures anyway that deals damage over time to them. So they can be pretty good for the later stages of the game, in my opinion. And just help you, you know, like push into the base and stuff. It's really useful. So yeah, keep those in mind. Sometimes you gotta contest those. In this case, I just completely forgot. But yeah, we got a kill, and that's what matters. Hell yeah. And then we're going to... Okay, so after the Dirk, we're going to go into the Brutalizer. And the reason for that is because with the Dirk and Brutalizer, you're going to get a total of... I think it's about 50 AD and 18 lethality for a very cheap 2300 gold. So that's basically the equivalent of an Umbral Glaive spike in the previous season. So that's why we're running the Dirk Brutalizer. It's just for that early power spike. And then we're gonna go and build into the Profane Hydra. And this actually felt really good for me. So yeah, you'll see it this game. This is obviously the very fucking first game I played. I haven't even played any other games after this. I'm recording this as soon as I finish this game. But, you know, time will tell whether the build path for Kha'Zix changes. We'll see. I still have to try out all the other items, like Hubris and all that stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to clear my camps. I hit 6, and I get the Brutalizer. So now we're at 18 lethality, and basically have the equivalent of an Umbral Glaive spike from last season. So, yeah, this is a... I think this is going to be the go-to for Kha'Zix in most builds, in my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see, man. Even if you're not... you know what? Whatever. That's all I have to say on the matter. I don't want to confuse you guys, and I don't want to confuse myself anymore. Alright, so yeah. Alright, so Dragon's up. Turns out the Fiddle is actually taking it. Unfortunate. Not really able to do much here. I've already cleared my camps, so I'm going to try use this power spike I have with the items to maybe go for a pick on Fiddlesticks and just check where he is. But the only place he can be here is bot side, so I'm like, nah, there's nothing really going to happen here. There he is. Like, I can't really do too much here, and so I'm actually just going to wait around here for Yasuo, who has no flash, so I'm like, okay, maybe I can do something here. That would have been a reasonable chance to go in here, but it's not looking too appealing to me right now, so I'm going to wrap around and see if I can get him from this side, because there's more stuff on the top side of the map anyway. But yeah, anyway, he walks up way too close, doesn't have any minions, has no flash, so stuck in isolation here. EQ auto attack, not going to bother Wing, just passive reset, auto Q, boom, and we get the kill. That's our 4th kill of the game, very good. Very nice. Now we're going to invade, because I know that Fiddle's stuff is up top side. So this is looking pretty good. However, yeah, I didn't realize he was there. I knew he'd be coming, but I didn't realize he'd be there so quickly. I thought he was doing stuff bot side, but you know, from the time it took for me to gank mid lane, yeah, he's there for sure, absolutely. So I should have been more careful though. But yeah, that's just Fiddlesticks in a nutshell, huh? If you can't see him and he jumps on you, you're kind of just dead, and that happens a fair bit this game, but it's still a really good game. It's kind of the only thing that team has going for them. If they didn't have the Fiddlesticks, I think their team comp is kind of just trash, but you know. Alright, so we're gonna continue doing our camps, and then I realized the void grubs are up. However, I believe I feel like we could contest this, but I have no ulti. Yasuo is there with the Fiddlesticks, and here we go. I'm just gonna jump over the wall. I managed to snag one, which is good. I saw that Yasuo has his Q2 up, so I'm gonna just jump out straight away. I don't want to get chain CC'd there and die. Getting one grub alone is fine. Even if you get one little void grub, it's still perfectly reasonable because you're going to get the buff against the towers. So, you know, if you can get one, get it. Don't have to get all of them. Find the Fiddlesticks here. Unfortunately, that fear is extremely powerful, so I'm not able to get my full combo off on him. But I'm going to R flash over the wall. That was amazing, actually. I was super impressed with that. Going to be able to pick up the Fiddlesticks with the Vladimir. And the reason I was so impressed with that is because you can, you can flash quite a big distance over the wall, which allowed me to get closer to the Fiddlesticks and, you know, just apply the slow on him for the Vladimir to finish him off. Yeah, I was pretty impressed with that. The fact that that wall is so fat just means that you can flash a further distance by, you know, flashing the right way. Anyway, what I've noticed with the camps, I just want to touch on this real quick, is that the smaller little baby camps from the wolves and the raptors, they are much easier to kill. So generally with raptors, you don't even have to hit the small ones at all. You can just use 2 Ws on them and they'll die. And with wolves, generally, you can hit the smaller ones once and you'll get isolation much faster. So yeah, you don't actually have to prioritize hitting the small camps anymore on these camps, which is really cool. Anyway, Fiddlesticks goes for a gank. Caitlyn survives. There's not really much we can do here. I have no ulti. I have no flash either, so I'm a little bit immobile, you could say. So there's just not really much I'm going to be able to do here, and we're just going to have to recall here. I did, however, farm my camps, so I have enough to get... Is it Profane Hydra? I think I have Hydra here, do I? Can't remember. Yeah, I do. So finally we hit it. Hell yeah. This is actually really good timing for the Hydra. I do have 4 kills, so that will change per game, but yeah, it's a very good time to be getting this Hydra. And the beauty of this active is just so, oh my god. Oh my god, I'm already in love with it, man. I'm already in love with that active. It's just so beautiful. And you'll see why this game. We're going to be looking for the Fiddlesticks here. He is no flash, so we're going to apply the slows on him. Vladimir going to collapse. I'm going to try and get a Q off on the Yasuo, but he's going to flash out too fast. And yeah. I don't believe I used the Hydra. I can't remember. Anyway. So the trick is with this Hydra is to use the active when they're low, because that way you get more damage out of it. Generally, that's how you want to do it. It's not exactly that fantastic. Well, no, I still think it's pretty good if you're using it when they're full health. But if they're below 30% health, it does a considerably more damage, you know? It does a lot more damage than usual. So you want to try and prioritize that. It's like an executing kind of active, in a way. But yeah. So I know Yasuo has no flash, and he's looking mighty low. And I know I have the Hydra, so I'm just going to try and dive him here. I missed isolation at the last second there, which is really tragic. And that allows him to ult me, and I'm going to go down in the process. But it's still really bad for Yasuo, because he's going to miss a wave, and Yasuo... Sorry, not Yasuo. Vladimir's going to get a bunch of turret plating. So very nice still regardless. Now for the next item, well, we get the boots now. For the next item, I'm going to be running Ghostblade. Nothing really too crazy here, but Ghostblade is still a very, very incredible item. It's very cheap too. You get a lot of value out of Ghostblade if you buy it at any time. This does mean you forgo some of the other more damaging lethality items, like Opportunity, for example, and what's the other one? Cyclosword? God. Voltaic Sword? Yeah, you're gonna miss out on those items for your second item slot, but you can always substitute them if you feel like you don't need Ghostblade. But in this case, I am very slow and I want more speed and mobility, so I need the, I kinda need the Yumus. I don't need it, but the value it's gonna provide me here is insane. Now, we know there's Fiddlesticks on the Herald here. There's also a Nautilus nearby and a Yasuo, so there's no real chance we can get that Herald, because we'll just instantly die if we walk into the Fog of War. And yeah, it's a shame because the Herald was changed. You can like drive it, which is funny. And I would have liked to try it, but we don't, unfortunately we don't get to this game, which is a shame, but it's okay. We just have to respect the Fiddlesticks at all times. And in the meantime, I'm scaling really nicely. I'm farming up a Storm, and I'm slowly progressing towards my next item. And we see a isolated Jhin here, which is looking pretty juicy. I should probably walk around with the Vladimir here, because this guy is so fast. Now, I would have killed him if I hit that W, but he's way too fast, and he manages to dodge it very easily. I didn't miss it, he just dodged it, okay guys? Okay, nice. So, that's a bit unfortunate. However, the Jhin sums are down, so we have that to work with, I guess. And we managed to pick up a few Krugs here too. Now I actually get Nautilus ulted here. I'm like, oh fuck, am I dead here? Shit. Gonna get Yasuo ulted here. Get the ISO Q, instantly stealth. I'm gonna heal with my W, combo the Yasuo, boom. I managed to get him, and I survive on 15 HP. Incredible. Perfect outcome. Also Nautilus, no, Nautilus gets away, unfortunate. But yeah, I'm just throwing everything I had at him there, and I somehow managed to survive, so that's great. And that gets me the Yuma's Ghostblade. Perfect. Could not have asked for anything more there. And now we're going to keep prioritizing our camps and just slowly progress towards level 11. And our next item, so the next item will be... What is the next item? I can't remember. Okay, no, I remember the next item. The next item is Edge of Night. Edge of Night, in my opinion, got even better. It was already a fantastic item, but now it's even better because it gives an extra 5 lethality. It went from 10 lethality to 15 lethality, which is absolutely crazy for a defensive item. That is insanely good. And it's just going to be even more valuable now. So, yeah. Looking forward to that. Very, very juicy. I finally hit level 11 here. My team is doing stuff topside. Watch this. I hit level 11, get the wings, because of course we do. Watch this. I think, yeah. So I decided to go straight on him. Look at the minion wave. Where's the minion wave, huh? We don't give a shit about isolation anymore, guys. We don't care. What, you want? You have minions? Nah, man. Not anymore. Get out of here. Look at the Profane Hydra. I jump in with my E. I use the Profane Hydra. One more auto attack just instantly kills the minions around me. And then suddenly the Yasuo is isolated and I have a perfect kill opportunity. It's just so good. It's just so... Oh my god. The wave clear on this item is incredible for Kha'Zix, and I'm just so glad that the TMA active is back. And you should be too. You need to build this item first, trust me. Maybe don't rush it. You know, get the Dirk before you build it. But after that, like, just have fun, because the opportunities it enables for Kha'Zix is incredible. And we're not done, guys. We're not done. It's coming. It's coming. I'm telling you, more good things are coming. Anyway, Uda's gonna go down to a Fiddlesticks gank in the top side. This means Dragon's free for us to take, but our top side is in trouble. There's a lot of void shit. What is going on top side? The Herald is spawning its little babies, and yeah, its top side is looking a bit broken and destroyed, but it's okay. Now, these guys go for maybe a potential engage here. I jump over the wall. Jhin has no sums, so I go for a QW, jump straight over to Nautilus, and the damage is there. It is just there. Oh my goodness. That's because we've been farming nice and steadily. And we've been able to scale up, and, you know, we have the right items and shit. And yeah, very, very juicy damage. We have absolutely no issue with damage in this meta. In this season, sorry. We're also going to take the opportunity to get these camps here. Very, very good. Keep stacking up our gold. Keep farming. Get that money. Very juicy. But in this scenario, I can't really do much. So I'm just going to hang back and do nothing. In reality here, I should be doing my topside camps, because that's basically the only thing I can do. However, the Fiddlesticks is clearing his jungle. I find a good chance to sneak into the bush here. And I'm going to be able to jump on him here. Watch this. EQ. Auto attack. I think the W misses there, actually. Okay, that's actually sad. I could have one-shot him, but I think the W connected with the red buff and not the Fiddlesticks. Also, if I held onto my Hydra there and didn't use it mid-air, the execute damage, like the increased damage from him being low, the Hydra active would have killed him. So yeah, I could have played that better for sure. But yeah, anyway, look at this. Another minion wave. No one cares. Actually, he's still isolated. He's still not isolated here, but I'm just going to jump in here because, I mean, like, the minion wave's fragile, as you can see. He actually isolates eventually, and we're going to be able to pick him up. Very nice. So with Hydra, with this Hydra, you should not be afraid of jumping into minion waves. You should not be afraid. It's just you don't need to be. You don't need to be. The minion wave will die when you jump in on it. It's just too good. Oh my god. I'm so excited for this season. I'm so excited. I hope they don't nerf it or some shit. In fact, I hope they buff it because, well, yeah, that would be nice, eh? But we don't want Kha'Zix getting too strong. Shh. Shh. You know, I think Kha'Zix will actually be a pretty damn strong champ, but don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone lest he gets banned. And yeah, all that stuff. Alright, so we get the Edge of Night. Edge of Night is pretty much essential for the Fiddlesticks. And it's also pretty useful against their entire team, but yeah. Not even missing out on too much damage because it has 15 lethality now, so yeah, looking pretty good. Our next item is going to be Serild's because, well, I mean, like, it's just a given. Serild's is fantastic still. Hasn't changed. Actually, it has changed. It gives you lethality now, which makes it even better. So us assassins are just eating good. I don't know what to tell you. We are actually just eating so good. Incredible. The fact that Serild's gives you lethality on top of armor pen is incredible, and it really smoothens out the build path for assassins. Very, very useful. Now I'm just kind of waiting here with Udyr and Morgana, see if anyone comes along, but it looks like no, not quite. A fight looks like it was going to start out in the mid lane, but nothing really going to happen there. And we're going to find an opportunity to sneak into the bush here with no vision. Cassandra gets snared. We're cleaving him down with our ISO Qs. Lots of damage there. And now my team's going to be sieging the tower there. You can see the buff on the tower. The little void grub buff. Look at this. I try go on to the Jhin. Unfortunately, he flashes out. There goes the Jhin flash. Nice. But yeah, the tower is purple because of the void grub buff. The one buff that we picked up is dealing a bit of damage to the tower. These guys are diving. I don't like this, but just kidding. I love it. Oh my god, look at that shit. Yes, double jump onto the Jhin with a Profane Hydra and then get a triple kill just like that. Guys, we're so back. We're so back. What do you mean? What do you mean? How can they give this to us? How can they do it? Come on. Come on. I haven't double jumped in ages, and what, the fucking first game back in season 14, I get a double jump? Oh my god, don't do this to me, man. You're gonna make me act up, I swear. It's so good. But yeah, as you can see, execute damage on the Profane Hydra alongside Dark Harvest as well is gonna allow us to make some nice little double jump plays when we're able to capitalize off of low health enemies to get the reset and stuff like that. So yeah, that's your first Profane Hydra double jump. You saw it here first, probably world first to be honest. But there it is. There it is. Relish it. Indulge in that shit because it's going to be happening a lot more. I'm telling you. Oh my god. Anyway, so Dragon's up. We're going to be trying to contest this. Cassandra gets snared again. Looking isolated. Very, very juicy. We're going to be able to find a nice pick against him here. Caitlyn Alt going to finish him off. Very nice. But the enemy is nowhere to be seen. And that basically means that they're on Baron. So we're going to get the dragon and we're going to instantly run over. And we're like, okay, go, 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 go. So, sure enough, they're on Baron. They get it, unfortunately. Don't know how they sneaked that, to be honest. But well played, I guess. And we're going to try and capitalize off these guys. Yeah. Yeah. And then there's the Fiddlesticks ult. Yeah. You know, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. I just completely forgot about Fiddlesticks. And that cost me a lot. So, yeah. Pretty big shutdown from me. And that's pretty bad. That's a pretty bad throw. That's a pretty bad throw. Enemy team gets 3 kills there. And Baron. So yeah, now we have to respect them a little bit more. I did pick up the Brutalizer because, for those that don't know, the new build path for Serild's is Brutalizer and Last Whisper. it's a pretty good build path. I'm gonna lose my whole jungle here to Caitlyn, by the way. That's great. And yeah, like I said, Cerulda is just really, really good. So I think also it has lethality scaling now. So the more lethality you have, the more armor pen you get from Ceruldas. I think that's correct, right? Yeah. Anyway, now we are kind of forced to defend against the Baron. I'm looking for a pick here, but that's just looking way too risky for me. I did want to kind of limit test there though, but if I die here, then it's just gonna suck like really bad. Speak of the devil, yeah. I don't even get my Grump here. I just die to the Fiddle. And I'm kind of frustrated here because now we're just throwing and I need to mega respect the Fog of War now. So that's what we're gonna have to do. Just respect the Fog of War and respect the Fiddlesticks. Alba Udyr looks like he has it covered. Gonna clear out this wave, no problem. But yeah, from now on, I was like, okay, nice. I have to be extremely careful for the rest of the game, lest Fiddlesticks ults me and kills my ass. Pretty much, Fiddlesticks is the only threat on this team. Everyone else is really just kind of useless and doesn't really contribute much to me. So as long as I kill Fiddlesticks, we are totally fine in this game. Anyway, look at my team. Oh my goodness, this Udyr is running everyone down, and they're going to actually be able to pick up the shutdown on the Fiddlesticks there, and that was a really nice turnaround by my team. Also, by the way, I forgot we can fist bump. I did not realize that, and I totally forgot about it, but yeah. Alright, so nice little pick by my team. This is like my recovery stage. I did waste a lot of time being dead, so I have to try and, you know, make back the gold that I've been kind of losing because I've been dead. But yeah, fight's breaking out here. I'm gonna walk around, try and contribute here, but I don't really have much up. My leaps back up, jump over the wall, jump on this guy, boom, pick up the Nort. And somehow there's an ace. I don't really know why they fought that. Also, this is a good play by K'Sante. He's actually just stopping the entire wave, so we can't walk in and push. This is pretty well played. He's going to use his 200 years power to stall us like crazy, and at that point, like, we can't really do anything else. So the decision here that I made is just to chase him the fuck down. And this is just K'Sante in a nutshell, right? Take a look at this. This is funny. So I'm just trying to just do my best to kill him. He just keeps healing, and I almost fucking die to him because of, I don't know, like I got comboed by him and I suddenly am on 1 health. But I do manage to get that one last ISO Q off and get the kill. If I died there, it would have been absolutely catastrophic. I'd be wasting even more time. But because of that, I'm able to live. We take our camps and get 16. Amazing. This is really good. Gonna get our R evolve now, and we're going to be recalling, and I think I have Ceruldas now as well, so I'm gonna get that. So big power spike, R evolve and Ceruldas. QE R evo, pretty much the standard hyper carry kind of playstyle. Very selfish kind of evolutions. No W evolve, just pure, you know, individual prowess, and that's how I like it. That's how I like it. I love this. I really enjoyed this this game with the Profane Hydra and these Evos. Very, very juicy. I would say this is kind of close to the hyper carry kind of cast style in this meta. But yeah. Alright, so Dragon is up and we are fully prepared. Right? We got some nice vision here. Control Ward dropped in the tri-bush here, which means Fiddlesticks is nearby. So we spot him out, and we're going to clear out this tri-bush here. I gain control of the tri-bush, and this is actually really good. I don't want to stay in the river here. I want to hang back and maybe look for a flank. This is how you play Kha'Zix in teamfights. Kind of look for these good opportunities. But I can't get too close, obviously, because then I'll get CC'd and die. I managed to jump in the bush, and I'm right behind them, so it's looking pretty good. Fiddlesticks actually ults onto the Vladimir. He gets chain CC'd, looks like he's going to go down. Yep, unfortunate. But look at this Yasuo. Blast cones over the wall. Gives me a good chance to go for a pick here. I get him, auto Q, get the reset, get out, and we're going to get our pick, and pretty much I have nothing else up, and the enemy team's way too healthy, so I have to disengage there, and I'm just going to go ahead and heal off the wave a little bit. And now I kind of have to just wait for my R to come up. There's not much else I can do here. It's up to my team to kind of play the team fight. and I'll just join in later. So here we go, is a team fight. K'Sante in the front lane, Udyr in the front lane as well, Jinot at the back. I'm gonna try and pick off this K'Sante, deal a little bit of damage to him in isolation, jump in with the Profane Hydra, get the reset, jump back out. I'm gonna get jumped on by the Fiddlesticks. He flashes for me, not gonna be enough, but my team in the meantime is winning the team fight. We're gonna jump back in on this Fiddlesticks. He uses Zhonya's, not gonna be enough. We're gonna double jump him onto the dragon, and that's gonna be an ace. Oh my god. See, that's what I like about Hydra. It's the fact that you're able to secure those low health kills without actually going for an auto attack. And that's actually really important because you can do little quick jump in, jump out resets like that. Because if I were to spend time like going for an auto on the K'Sante there, it means I'm spending more time in the middle of danger, which means that I'm at risk of dying. There's a much higher risk of me dying. So being able to use the execute or the increased damage of the Profane Hydra against low health targets, jump in, Hydra Q, jump out instantly, like that's just beautiful. I love that. That's fantastic. And we're gonna get Baron off that too. And suddenly the game's looking very, very juicy. We have Mountain Soul and the Baron, and we're about to hit full build. The last item we're getting is the Cycled Sword, which is just gonna give us a nice little bump of damage. I think it's about 100. I don't know if the damage scales on the Cycled Sword, but I remember it being 100 damage. 100 physical damage on your auto attack, which is really, really good. It does build out a Brutalizer instead of Dirk too, which is a bit awkward, but it's okay. And now we're just gonna try and use the Baron and push into the base. I wanted to go for this pick on Yasuo topside, but he's gonna be leaving, so can't really do that. And we have to be extremely careful. We cannot get picked by Fiddlesticks, otherwise it's just a massive throw and it delays the game like crazy. So we're gonna be looking for a topside tower here. Fiddlesticks altered the Vladimir bot side, so there's that. Which means he's not topside, so we can pretty much relax a little bit. But yeah, just trying to use the Baron. I'm just a little bit of gold off from the Cycled Sword, so I could be going and farming for that, but we do have Baron, so we do want to try and get this tower. Hanging off to the side, looking for a pick here. And this is where I kind of get blood hungry here. I see the Fiddlesticks isolated in the middle of mid lane, and so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna fucking go straight in. But then the enemy team starts a fight, and it's like, what? Wait, fuck. Like, why are they fighting when I just left? Like, come on, man. Anyway, I'm hunting down this Fiddlesticks. I find him in my jungle, but that fear lasts for forever, so he forces me to flash. I bonus flash too, which is pretty good. I'm gonna get the pick, which is very, very solid. However, my team is fighting. It's not looking great. I'm not there to help them out. I was busy picking the Fiddlesticks, and for that, you know, we lose the fight. But yeah, I try and do something as I go back in, but it's just not enough. And yeah, I'm not I feel like maybe I should have just stayed, because that way, you know, I'd be around for the fight. But yeah, you know, me getting the Fiddlesticks, I feel like it was worth, but so long as my team, like, just stayed back, but they didn't, they got engaged on, and it is what it is. I look for a pick there on the Jhin, and nothing comes of it, but, you know, at least I have my Cycled Sword now. Smiley face. So we get that. There's a lot of options for builds, I think. Like, for example, I haven't run Axiomach this game, and I haven't run the Hubris item. There's a lot of things you can do, for sure. But I think something that will remain kind of staple for Kha'Zix builds is the Edge of Night, Ghostblade, and Serylda's. I think these three items will always be good in every single build, and not taking one of them is extremely detrimental to Kha'Zix, in my opinion. But, yeah. Like, Serylda's core, you need that every single game. Little K'Sante here, we're not going to engage on him because too much fog here. But a fight is going to happen here. Vladimir gets caught. I'm jumping on Yasuo, who's isolated. Boom, EQ auto attack. Boom, Fiddlesticks ult. I managed to R before he can fear me. I jump out, managed to heal off a little bit on the Raptors here. I'm going to come back in and engage on the Fiddlesticks. He's Zhonya's again, but this is looking perfect for me. Holy shit, he just gets exploded by Caitlyn. Double jump the Nautilus, go on the Jhin here. I can't quite get in range of him, so we're going to have to just delay that little kill for a little bit. My E comes up yet again. Get one last Q on him. 1200 damage. See you later. That's the game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. That's my first game of Season 14. Goodness me, it's a good time to be a Kha'Zix player. I hope you guys enjoyed. Much more stuff coming, so make sure you're subscribed. And I will see you guys next time. Hydra was so back.